Okay folks, hello, Greg here, and I have a bit of a dilemma. It's a good problem to have, I guess, but this 8K switcher, which actually I really got because it handles 4K 60 frames per second, which is about all my Sony Bravia LED TV can handle, has been working flawlessly. It works great, switches automatically, delivering high quality signals for both my PS5 as well as my Xbox Series X. Unfortunately, it is just a two-way switcher, and with the Switch 2 coming very soon, tomorrow night basically, I need a way to connect it as well, and I have limited inputs on the TV, as you can see, taken by all the other switchers. So it's time to upgrade this one. And thanks to Amazon, I was able to get this video switcher, and it does do the same 8K. I think this one can handle 120 frames per second. So if I ever upgrade this TV, I love this TV, but I wouldn't mind getting an actual 120 frame OLED. I know Costco had one on sale for $2,500 for a 75 inch, which would be awesome. But this one will do for now. This 55 inch is very nice. So this isn't a really review as much as just a quick hookup, an explanation of why I'm doing this. So luckily I do have space in my Besta cabinet for the Switch 2. That black hole there is where it'll go. And let's go ahead and prepare for this hookup. We'll start by just doing a quick unboxing here. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but it's got some good weight to it, so that's nice. Actually, I don't mind that it's so small. All this miniaturization they can do now, that actually it'll take up less space. I'm hoping to put it next to this one down here. It shouldn't be a problem. So anyways, I'll go ahead and disconnect the existing two-way switcher, which again worked amazingly. I'll keep it. Who knows, I might use it elsewhere in the future. But now this one will allow me much more inputs to go to the TV, which is great. It'll definitely support a couple more consoles, Switch 2 being one of them. All right, let's get the other one out. It's pretty straightforward, not rocket science here. On my TV, the existing switcher's going into HDMI 2. Actually, I'm just going to leave it because this is a really nice cable. I'll leave that cable, so I'm just going to disconnect my existing switcher. Okay, followed by the Xbox Series X. Finally, the PS5. I actually powered this little two-way switcher through the TV, so I'll send you the USB from that, and it's free to go out. I'm not sure I'm going to connect the new one to the TV for power. That might be too much of a draw. Let's look how much amperage this thing pulls. Yeah, 200 milliamps. Let's look at the TV. Hopefully it lists what it can handle. Okay folks, crawling around, I got everything situated. Unfortunately the power cord's shorter than I like, so I have to unplug it to hook everything up. So we got our HDMI out. HDMI 2 will be the Series X. HDMI 1 will be the PS5, just like I had in my other configuration. And it worked pretty good. Those are plugged in all the way, but they look like they're out a little. It's just the design. I guess these HDMI ports don't go back as far. Switch 2, if all goes well, pick that up tomorrow night, and that'll go in HDMI 3. Then I have 4, and if I had to, I could use the front, which I'm not really big on, but whatever. All right, let's plug it in and make sure it works. Okay, so this thing does have a switch button on the front, right there, as well as a remote control. Hopefully I won't have to use these. We'll check the auto switch function. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put the TV on HDMI 2. It is powering up the PS5. The Sony consoles like to take over the splitters, I know. So at least it did switch input number 1, because PS5's booting up. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and turn off the PS5 and see if I can get the Series X to switch automatically as well. Just a second. All right. Let that get into rest. Okay. Series X. Hopefully this thing will switch to switch number 2. Oh, well, there we go. It's a problem with never using these systems or using them seldom. I have to do an update. Let's finish the updating. So it looks like the auto switching is working. Not so much with the TV itself, but with the consoles, so that's good. All right, looks like we're ready for the Switch 2. Okay, well, I'll see you guys again. I have a live stream happening tomorrow. I've got to go to GameStop today and get everything finalized. Most likely around 6 or 7 p.m. tomorrow, June 4th. And then going straight into midnight for the launch of the Switch 2, June 5th. So tomorrow night, I'll see you guys at GameStop. Have a good one.